Singapore, one of the only countries where you need a magnifying glass just to find it on a map. It's notorious for being known as the land of banned chewing gum, strict teachers, the mythical Merlion, and its fines. Singapore is actually rather a special country because of their government, a parliamentary republic, which means that the people elect representatives to parliament to make laws. However, since the creation of the country, the People's Action Party, PAP, has been in control and they are rather strict on their laws. However, we can't talk about the government without talking about its history. Before the creation of the country, Singapore was just a small center of maritime trade, but when the mystical lion was spotted, it received its name Singapura. The Portuguese later found out about this and they probably wanted a taste, so they packed up their bags and set sail. After having no luck, they abandoned the area in 1613 and burned down their trading post. Later, in 1819, Sir Thomas Raffles, who was from Britain, heard about the mystical lion and took his turn at finding it, only to decide that he wanted to create another trading port and call it Singapore. Throughout the 19th century, the Chinese would migrate there, making up 75% of its population. Then after World War II, as we all know, Britain fell off. Singapore would later become independent in 1965 under Lee Kuan Yew, known as the father of Singapore. Many love this man, but foreigners, not so much. That being said, traveling to Singapore is still a beautiful experience due to the fines, as the country is extremely well maintained. While you're visiting, make sure you watch out for the residential area in Chua Chu Kang at night, as you might be cursed. But enough about that. Statistics show that tourists go there with roughly 16 million visitors each year before the pandemic. Finally, as a little tip, you should also watch out for the trains and expressways, especially the North-South line. Also, if you enjoy watching Eastern animation, then you might recognize some of these sites from Singapore. Alright, well, I think we covered everything on the Rubik. By the way, I, Nick, provided a voiceover and the ideas, while Manny and Takashi, my teammates, edited the video. By the way, if you still weren't convinced to visit Singapore, then here are some cons that Singapore does not have, or suffers little from, compared to other cities.
我在北京。
Well, that should be everything on the Rubik. Time to roll credits.
富、平成、力、この世の全てを手に入れた男、海賊王ゴールド・ロジャー。彼の死に際に放った一言は、人々を海へ駆り立てた。俺の財宝か 欲しけりゃくれてやる。探せ、この世の全てを共に置いてきた。男たちはグランドラインを目指し夢を追い続ける。世はまさに大海賊時代。愛だけの夢をかき集め、探すものを探しに行くのさ。One Piece。のもの熱に満たされ海水を問うのさ。誇りかぶってた宝の地図も確かめたのなら伝説じゃない。こういう的な話は誰かの